Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have something truly jaw-dropping for you. Something that'll have you on the edge of your seat. We're diving into a world of adrenaline, flashing lights, and roaring engines. That's right, we're talking about the most brutal high-speed police chases ever caught on Dashcam. These aren't your typical Hollywood car chases, folks. These are real people making real decisions with real consequences on the line. And the craziest part? You wouldn't believe it if it wasn't all captured on camera. So buckle up, because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the streets, highways, and back roads. Get ready to witness some of the most insane driving, unbelievable escapes, and heart-stopping moments ever recorded. This is going to be epic! Our first chase takes us to the sprawling concrete jungle of Los Angeles, California. Picture this. The sun's setting, rush hour traffic is in full swing, and a lone Dodge Challenger comes screaming through. The dashcam footage we're watching is from a police cruiser in hot pursuit. The officer behind the wheel is calm, collected, but you can hear the adrenaline in his voice as he calls in the chase. Suspect is exceeding 100 miles per hour, weaving erratically through traffic. The Challenger, driven by a 19-year-old kid who just robbed a convenience store, is pushing this car to its absolute limit. He's blowing through red lights, driving the wrong way down off-ramps, using the shoulder like it's a passing lane. The police are in hot pursuit, sirens wailing, lights flashing, but they're struggling to keep up. This kid is driving like a man possessed. The Challenger is weaving in and out of traffic at speeds that would make your stomach drop. We're talking 120, 130 miles per hour, dodging cars by mere inches. The police are doing everything they can to stop him, but this kid is relentless. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, the Challenger makes a fatal mistake. In a desperate attempt to shake the cops, he tries to thread the needle between two cars, but there's just not enough space. The sound of metal crunching on metal is sickening. The Challenger spins out of control, a shower of sparks flying as it slams into the median barrier. The police cruisers box him in, sirens still blaring, a symphony of chaos. Next up, we're heading to the Lone Star State, where everything's bigger, even the police chases. This time, it's a classic case of man versus machine, as a lone pickup truck goes head-to-head with the full might of the Texas Highway Patrol. The chase starts innocently enough, a routine traffic stop on a desolate stretch of highway. But as the officer approaches the truck, the driver hits the gas and the chase is on. The pickup truck, a beat-up Ford F-150, roars to life, kicking up a cloud of dust as it speeds off. The dashcam footage from the pursuing police cruiser shows just how desolate this stretch of highway is. It's just them and the open road, a high-speed duel in the heart of Texas. The pickup is really opening up now, the speedometer needle pushing well past the legal limit. The driver, a grizzled-looking dude with a bandana and a don't-mess-with-Texas attitude, is clearly no stranger to driving fast. But the Texas Highway Patrol ain't messing around. They're trained for this, equipped with powerful vehicles and years of experience under their belts. They're closing the distance, slowly but surely, like a pack of wolves on the hunt. The pickup is pushing harder now, desperately trying to outrun the long arm of the law. The police swerve to avoid a spinning car, momentarily losing sight of their target. But they're not giving up that easily. They call in for backup, and soon the air is filled with the sound of approaching sirens. The pickup is surrounded, a lone wolf facing a pack of determined pursuers. Finally, realizing the futility of his situation, the driver of the pickup slows to a stop. Sunshine State, we have a problem. Our next chase takes us to the palm tree-lined streets of Miami, Florida. This time, it's not just a simple traffic violation, we're talking about a carjacking, a high-speed chase through crowded city streets, and a conclusion that'll leave you speechless. It all starts in a quiet suburban neighborhood. A young woman is getting out of her car, a bright red convertible, when a beat-up sedan screeches to a halt beside her. Two men jump out, one brandishing a weapon, and demand she hand over the keys. Terrified, she complies, and they speed off in her car, leaving her shaken but unharmed. Little did they know, a witness across the street caught the entire thing on their dashcam. They immediately call 911, providing a description of the stolen car and the suspects. And just like that, the chase is on. The Miami Police Department is quick to respond. Patrol cars flood the area, sirens blaring, lights flashing, searching for the stolen red convertible. It doesn't take long to spot it, speeding down Ocean Drive, weaving through traffic like a shark through a school of fish. The dashcam footage from one of the pursuing police cars is absolutely insane. The city streets are a maze of flashing lights and blaring horns as the chase winds its way through downtown Miami. The suspects are driving recklessly, pushing the stolen convertible to its limits. They're running red lights, driving on the wrong side of the road, narrowly avoiding collisions with terrified motorists. The police are in hot pursuit, but they're having a hard time keeping up. The suspects are like bats out of hell, desperate to escape justice. The chase is a blur of palm trees, high-rises, and the sparkling blue waters of Biscayne Bay. As the chase intensifies, the suspects make a desperate move. They veer off the main road onto the narrow, winding streets of South Beach, but the Miami PD is not giving up that easily. They call in for air support, and soon a police helicopter is hovering overhead, its spotlight illuminating the stolen car. The helicopter pilot provides updates on the suspect's location, guiding the police cars through the narrow streets. Finally, after what seems like an eternity, the suspects make a fatal mistake. They attempt a sharp turn onto a side street, but they're going too fast. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive headfirst into the concrete jungle that is New York City. Forget everything you think you know about car chases, because in this urban labyrinth, the rules are different, the stakes are higher, and the adrenaline never stops pumping. Our story begins in the heart of Times Square, a dazzling spectacle of lights, billboards, and bustling crowds. Tourists gawk at the towering buildings, street performers try to make a buck, and traffic crawls along at a snail's pace. But amidst the chaos, a yellow taxicab suddenly lurches forward, its horn blaring, scattering pedestrians and cutting off a line of cars. The driver, a man with a wild look in his eyes, is yelling something out the window, but his words are lost in the cacophony of the city. Unbeknownst to the startled onlookers, this is no ordinary taxi ride gone wrong. This cab is carrying a dangerous secret, a stash of stolen goods in the trunk, the spoils of a daring daylight robbery. And the driver, a small-time crook with a need for speed and a complete disregard for the law, is about to lead the NYPD on a wild goose chase through the most densely populated city in America. The dashcam footage from a nearby police car captures the moment everything changes. You can hear the dispatcher's voice crackling over the radio, reporting a stolen taxi, its description, and its last known location. The chase is on! The NYPD officers spring into action, their cruiser weaving through the gridlocked traffic, sirens wailing, lights flashing. But navigating the crowded streets of New York City is no easy feat, even for the most experienced drivers. The taxi, a nimble predator in this urban jungle, darts in and out of traffic, weaving between buses and trucks, its horn a constant blare. The dashcam footage is a dizzying blur of yellow, black, and the flashing red and blue of police lights. The taxi careens down narrow side streets barely wide enough for two cars to pass, sending pigeons scattering and pedestrians leaping for safety. The driver, a master of his urban domain, seems to know every shortcut, every alleyway, every blind spot in the city. The police, however, are not easily deterred. They're using every trick in the book to box in their quarry, their radios buzzing with updates, their sirens a symphony of urban urgency. Hold on tight as we venture into the unforgiving terrain of the Arizona desert, where the sun beats down mercilessly, and the landscape stretches out like an endless ocean of sand and scrub. This is a land of extremes, where survival is a daily battle, and the law is as vast and unforgiving as the desert itself. Our story begins on a lonely stretch of highway, the asphalt shimmering in the heat haze. A lone figure speeds along in a beat-up muscle car, its engine roaring. This isn't a joyride, this is a desperate flight from the law. The dashcam footage from the pursuing Arizona Highway Patrol cruiser tells the story. The suspect vehicle is a 1970s Dodge Charger, black in color, no plates. The desert stretches out before them, a vast and empty canvas upon which this high-speed drama is about to unfold. The Charger kicks up a plume of dust as it tears through the desolate landscape. The driver, a man with nothing left to lose, pushes the car to its limits. The Highway Patrol cruiser struggles to keep pace. The chase rages on, a high-speed ballet of dust and desperation. The Charger roars through dry washes, navigates treacherous curves, and disappears over rocky hills, only to reappear moments later. The Highway Patrol officer, a veteran of countless chases, knows he's in for a fight. He calls for backup, but in this vast and unforgiving land, help is often hours away. It's man versus man, machine versus machine, a test of wills under the scorching desert sun. As the chase enters its second hour, the sun begins its relentless descent towards the horizon. The sky transforms into a fiery canvas of orange, red, and purple, casting long shadows across the land. The heat, though abating slightly, is still oppressive, a constant reminder of the unforgiving nature of this environment. The Charger, its engine coughing and sputtering, is starting to show signs of wear and tear. The driver, his face streaked with sweat and dust, is nearing exhaustion, but his will is unbroken, fueled by a potent cocktail of desperation and adrenaline. The highway patrol officer, his own vehicle feeling the strain of the chase, knows that time is running out. He needs to end this, and he needs to end it soon. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible content. We've got a ton of crazy videos coming your way, so you don't want to miss out. Let us know in the comments which chase you found the most unbelievable. Was it the high-speed duel in Los Angeles, the Texas showdown, the Miami mayhem, the New York City taxi chase, or the desert dust-up in Arizona? We're dying to hear your thoughts. And hey, while you're down there, tell us about the craziest car chase you've ever seen in real life or in the movies. We love a good story, and who knows, maybe your experience will inspire our next video. So hit that comment section, and let's get this conversation rolling.